Wrestlepalooza hot takes, where I take your thoughts, your opinions, your hot takes, and nah, forget it. If you're new to the channel, don't watch this video. You win. TKO, you win. Everybody go hate watch. Go hate watch WWE from now on. I don't care. We had 6 appearances left of John Cena, and you squashed him. I don't care. You wanna win a belt? I got a belt right here. When champions were champions. Stone Cold Steve Austin belt. You want to win it? 20,000 subscribers. I'm going to give it away. Comment below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification. And ding, ding, ding. There you go. Oh, look, a thumb. Let's see what the thumb has to say. I've got nothing to say. Yesterday sucked. I agree with you, thumb. All right. I don't know. I'll be in a better mood. I'll do... I'm not going to do a video tomorrow. Well, I'll do the review, and then I'll be in a better mood for the review. But right now, I thought I'd go to sleep. I'd wake up, and I'd be like, oh, that's why. That's why they squashed John Cena. No. I mean, I understand it as a concept. A comic head even wrote that. He's like, I'm surprised that you're so upset by this because it makes sense. They're setting up Brock Lesnar to be the big bad, right? The big bad of 2026. And I respect the opinion. I respect the opinion of everybody who thinks that Brock Lesnar winning was good. I respect your opinion, so that's fine, whatever. I don't respect Triple H, though, for making Brock Lesnar win. That's why I don't respect that. Like, we did that already. We had him beat Undertaker's streak. Then we had him squash John Cena at SummerSlam. Like, we've been there, done this. Why are we going back like 12 years, 12, 13 years to write stories? Okay, it's like... Oh, but it just shows that John Cena can overcome adversity. Like, he's shown it his entire career. We don't really need to see this. You know, when when the band Kiss comes and performs, I'm not really looking for new material from them. I'm looking for their greatest hits. I just wanted to see John Cena win some matches. This farewell tour sucks. And let's do some hot takes, right? Okay, I'm sorry. No matter what happens, if I ever do get to quit my day job, I'm never going to stop actually being just a straight up fan. And what happened last night, I don't know what is so bad about letting the fans get what they want sometimes. We want to cheer John Cena on his way out. Brock Lesnar didn't need this win. Oh, but it was so unpredictable. He just did not need this win. But it sets him up to be a final boss. He was set up to be a final boss a long time ago. In fact, the only reason why he needed to beat Undertaker in the beginning to reestablish that he was a beast and a monster was because when Brock Lesnar came back in 2012, they had him lose to John Cena. That's when he should have beat John Cena at Extreme Rules 2012. And then they proceeded to have him have a trilogy of matches with Triple H, and because Triple H needed to get the win over Brock Lesnar. That right there, those two events is what killed the aura of Brock Lesnar in the early 2000s or the 2010s and whatnot, where they had to give him the streak, where they had to make him squash John Cena. It's because they booked him so bad in that beginning. Right now, he doesn't need it. Literally, he comes back and he doesn't need it. You want to squash John Cena? If you're that Triple H, if you're that much like you just need to squash John Cena, why not let Braun Breaker do it? Why not let somebody that can actually benefit from it? Because it doesn't really benefit Brock Lesnar. Okay, maybe it's another W on his record. It doesn't benefit him at all. And now what? We get to see him. We don't get to see him, actually. He just gets to leave for, until Crown Jewel? He just gets to leave until Crown Jewel, and that's why they paired him back up with Paul Heyman, probably, so Paul Heyman could talk in his stead, and it's just like, okay, cool, great. Great, you sacrifice just the fans just being euphoric and having a great moment. Letting John Cena have a great moment. That's what I feel the most bad for. I actually feel bad for John Cena, the human being. Because this is a dude who literally gave it all for WWE, and he gets a stupid retirement tour. right? A stupid retirement tour with a stupid heel turn and stupid losses and stupid. 45-year-old guy crashing out over scripted sports. I don't care. I'm crashing out. I told you not to watch this video. If you want to stop watching the video right now, go for it. I'm going to do some hot takes. I am such in a sour mood. I've told you in the past to not hate watch WWE. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hate watch WWE. The real Bunny Davis. I feel bad for Cena. He should have been able to destroy everyone without hesitation. Instead, they're making it like he's just a regular wrestler. I mean, I don't mind him having a struggle to win, but I want the dude to win. We already screwed up that stupid heel turn, like 6 months of his career, and yet he can't win. John Cena's just gonna be like, John Cena has said many times, he's just gonna do whatever WWE tells him. So can we give that kind of respect back to him? It's OTW. Bro had 6 dates before last night, and they used it to squash him for his retirement tour. Vince should have booked this tour. Man, you got people wanting Vince McMahon back. That's how bad this booking is. XXHRUM, Brock versus Cena sucked. Not Cena's fault, but that was a waste of time. 3 AAs, 5 F5s, and it's over. Probably writing him off a bit since few appearances left, but this stunk. Might be an overreaction, but one of the worst matches I think I've ever watched. If you're overreacting, then I'm overreacting because, like, I'm with you. The SummerSlam one with John Cena, like, I honestly am okay with that. I was shocked by that. That was the good kind of shock and even squash match, but this was the horrible shock squash match. And I know people like it. I do know people like it. I'm happy for you. Feel free to like it. If that's your cup of tea, go for it. I don't drink tea. I drink Red Bull. And that was not my cup of Red Bull. Malcolm Bowen says Vince would have booked the retirement tour better than Triple H. My 11-year-old child who doesn't know wrestling and doesn't like wrestling, he would have booked this retirement tour better than Triple H. Alfonso Passion says, we were okay with one-time Brock versus Cena match. Now we have 2? When we could use his last appearance against someone else that could be interesting or new, like AJ Dom or younger. Yeah. John Cena, like I said, he's just gonna fight whoever WWE puts in front of him. But he literally on a SmackDown called out his list: AJ Styles, Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker. I think he said Gunther. I'm not sure, but he said a bunch of people. That's who, in his heart, you can tell he wanted to fight. But nope. Oh, you want AJ Styles? Did you say Brock Lesnar? That's Triple H. Jasper Von Schill says, Cena versus Lesnar really killed my mood for the night. I just hope they don't ruin his last few matches. It's going to be a long time before I give Triple H the benefit of the doubt again. So, like, his last few matches could be ruined, and I could see this happening. I could see this happening where John Cena beats Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel or something, and everybody's gonna be like, see, it was all for the payoff. No, we didn't. We could have got the payoff here. We don't really need these long-term payoffs anymore with John Cena because long-term doesn't exist with John Cena. He has 5 matches left. What are you gonna do for John Cena's retirement match? Have Kevin Nash come out and beat him? Like, well, he went out on his back. Faroa BF says this PLE was okay, but Cena losing made no sense. Nah, I mean, on some levels it makes sense. Like I said earlier, it sets up Brock Lesnar to be a big bad and stuff like that. But, like, just do it to someone else. Have Brock Lesnar do what he did last night to Cody Rhodes. If that's what you're really trying to do, if you're really trying to just set him up as a beast, a monster, have him squash Cody Rhodes. Cody will be here longer than 5 matches. I think he can get back on track. No. Alfonso Passion says this type of Brock booking back in the day was stupid, that I was glad he was gone and now he's back. It's making me want to stop watching like I did in 2018. Valid. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, I understand that perspective. He also says it was just not fun, him doing the same moves and being champion and only showing up 6 times a year. Yeah. Ash and Slash says the crowd was unbelievably quiet. That's because they totally sucked the life out of everybody when John Cena lost. And then they proceeded to do it again when Jey Uso lost. But predominantly it was John Cena losing that just did it. And it was like, I don't blame the crowd. Yeah, there were moments. The AJ Lee CM Punk match did get the crowd back into it. And Io Sky, Stephanie Fakir, they had a banger. So the crowd was able to get back into it here and there, but it was such a downer when Cena lost. Got squashed even, not even just lost, squashed. Mr. Gray says the worst part was they gave us Cena versus Lesnar. Cena came out with kids. Paul hyped up Lesnar. I was excited for the first match of the PLE, and it ended horribly. I also understand the concept of, well, sometimes the bad guys have to win, but, again, not when there's 6 matches left and 6 appearances left. And I also know, well, he has heat. Brock always has heat, all right? Brock always has heat. Have it be Bronson Reed or Braun Breaker be the guy that squashes John Cena on his 6th to last, all right? We didn't need to do this. Just did not need to be like this with this guy. RKO says Cena showed up with kids at WrestleMania 39, lost to Theory. Cena showed up with kids at Wrestlepalooza, lost to Brock. What are we doing? They don't know what they're doing. You know what? They do know what they're doing. Advertisers were selling to advertisers. That's what they're doing. And Shazab Hassan says, this retirement tour has been so bad that I'm actively hoping Cena pulls a Ric Flair during his retirement speech. Yeah, like... I'm not one to say go to AEW to be treated right, but oh man. Yeah, no, John Cena's not going to do that. John Cena's a man of his word. This is it. This is what we got. Triple H and said in the Unreal documentary. I've said it before. I'm going to say it over and over and over again that you're on the last page of the retirement tour. You can't screw it up, right? Wrong. Triple H is like, you ain't seen nothing yet. So we got 5 appearances left. Let's have Brock beat him again in match number 5. Then we can have Goldberg come out of retirement so Goldberg can get his big old speech that he wanted. And then Goldberg can say, you're next to John. That's appearance 4. And then Goldberg beats John Cena. That's appearance 3. Let's see. How can we book his second to last appearance? Maybe. Oh, that's when Kevin Nash comes out actually to tell him that they're going to have a fight. And boom, Kevin Nash beats him on his final appearance. There you go. And they give John Cena a video package where he opens the Hall of Fame that Stephanie McMahon is going to main event. That's how we book the rest of John Cena's retirement tour. Let's do some other hot takes, all right? So Triple H lied to us again. This is from Tiz Mickey. And yeah, again. Like, why do I believe this guy? Triple H? I don't even know what the lie is, but I'm already going to tell you you're right because that's how much confidence I have in Triple H anymore. Man, I was defending that guy. 38-40, I'd be like, no. Triple H could do no wrong. But now you like, Triple H lied? I'm like, yes, he did. And you're like, do you want to know how he lied? Oh, yeah, I guess. Triple H lied to us again by telling us this was a must-see PLE, LOL. It was cool, but nothing of note really happened. Yeah, this was not a must-see PLE. It's like, I understand the promoter in you has to, like, hype stuff up, but you do have to keep it to a level of expectations. This was like, what, a Saturday night's main event at best? And then the AJ, she goes on to say, the AJ Punk and Seth and Becky match was mad entertaining. Yeah, I enjoyed that match. And Io and Stephanie made up for that crappy decision in the beginning. That's for me, Chop. That's for you, Chop. Thank you, Tiz Mickey. Yeah, I was not. You think I'm mad right now? about that stupid finish. Go, you should go see the live stream. I was so mad. I don't even know what to say in this video right now. Like, that was Stephanie versus Io. I'm happy. I was very happy for Stephanie to win. Like, oh gosh. I mean, Io is very deserving as well, and I love Io Sky, but Stephanie Vakir, I really wanted to win. Her dad was in attendance, and I recently watched a video. And this is why. The reason why I like Stephanie Vakir so much recently is because Chris Van Vliet did an interview with her. So like, her booking, the way they've booked Stephanie made me not care at all about her, but because she went and did her own interview on her own time, I actually appreciate Stephanie. So I thank Chris Van Vliet for the booking of Stephanie Vakir over Triple H and making me care about her, and I was very happy that she won. Nuba says, went to the event and loved it. And my hot take is Stephanie and Io had match of the night, and I can see Steph being the face of the women's division for a long time. As soon as her English is better, it's over. Women's wrestling is stacked. Ah, man, numbers. I'm glad you had a good time, but I would have loved to hear your perspective on the crowd after John Cena. But I'm really glad you had a good time. My bad time I don't want it to cancel out other people's good time. I'm being for real here. WTF Patch says, let's all just say Wrestlepalooza is just a glorified Saturday night's main event. Yeah, what? True. Plus, he says, people are getting ads too. The ring is filled with ads. People are paying top dollar to get ESPN, and now they're getting ads on PLEs. How much money does WWE TKO have to make? Well, WWTF Patch, that's a great question. How much money does TKO have to make? All of it. Goat Buggy says, I think AEW All Out was 10 times better show than Wrestlepalooza. I've been hearing that a lot. A lot of people, a lot of praises for All Out. Big Tuna says, that was crap. I'm not a huge AEW guy, but All Out was so much better that it's not even funny. Tony Khan does know how to put on a banger PLE. TTJC says, I hope we see AJ as IC champ by Crown Jewel, if not at Crown Jewel. I see it happening at Crown Jewel. I wonder what she's gonna wear though. Honestly, I'm not like usually into the outfits, but like AJ Lee has a very distinct look, and she doesn't ever really wear tights, right? So what will she wear in Crown Jewel? I wonder, maybe she won't go to Crown Jewel. Maybe AJ Lee will say no, but I don't even know if they have the option anymore under TKO. It'll be interesting to see what she wears, because in Saudi Arabia, the women have to basically cover their entire bodies neck down, unless that's changed, but I doubt it has changed yet. Family-friendly PG guy, worst PLE of the year, hands down? Maybe? I don't know. WrestleMania 41, that main event really sucked. Yeah, I guess you have an argument. Bishop Marley says, my expectations for Io and Stephanie Vakir may have been too high, but their match wasn't the face melter that I was expecting. Congratulations to Stephanie on her win. Yeah, it's a fair statement. I mean, I don't see this dude. I don't see Bishop Marley, who I know is a very chill and level-headed guy. He's not saying that the match sucked even. He just said it didn't live up to his expectations. I've been there. I remember Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles. It was a decent match, but it didn't live up to my expectations. So I graded it worse than it probably really was, because I was expecting so much more. So like, we've all been there. I'm sure you'll see bangers from them because they are two excellent talents. Aaron Glover though disagrees. Stephanie and Io were the best matches of the night. Yeah, I would say that was the best wrestling match of the night. And then the AJ Punk match had the best story going for it, and that was entertaining, but they were entertaining on different levels. I do think, though, that CM Punk AJ went too long, but it didn't ruin the match at the same time. El Senor says, I was okay with Cena losing, but not like that. The finishing spamming killed the night for me. Yeah, like, they just do too many finishes now. It's really just, I remember when WWE fans used to lob that at AEW. We can't do that anymore. We have no room to say, hey, AEW, your guys use too many finishes. Grimoire heard, solid show, but not worth the ESPN price tag. Io Stephanie put on a banger. Mixed tag stole the show for me. The Usos and Brawns under-delivered, and the opening and main event fell flat. I wonder, I don't know if the Usos and Brawns fell flat or not, or underdelivered. The problem was this, with the Uso match, it came right after John Cena lost, so I think everybody was just completely deflated or upset. So it's hard to know. Like, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I honestly, I cannot look at that match and be like, I don't think I judged it fairly, because it was like after the John Cena match, and that's just being a wrestling fan. That's for me, though. I don't know. Also, though, the LA Knight inclusion didn't really make sense, other than the fact that he didn't disqualify anybody, but they could have easily got around that by making it a no DQ match. Had LA Knight done something to accidentally cause the Usos to lose, then it would have been, I think that would have made it a little better. Homer Chevy says, felt a bit empty, like something was missing. I was expecting maybe Randy at the end. Well, the reason why is because they built it up. Triple H has built this up to be a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam-esque PLE. Our expectations for SummerSlam are greatly different than our expectations for Backlash. You get what I'm saying? They told us to expect the unexpected, and then they gave us that. They gave us that. But John Cena losing was the unexpected, so he delivered. No. There's good unexpected, there's bad unexpected. You know, if I crap my pants right now, that'll be unexpected. But it was unexpected, that's good, right? Nope. In any world in which I crap my pants, that's bad. Expected or not expected. W Potato, I don't know why I love your name so much. just how proud you are of potatoes. You know, potatoes are the unsung vegetable, fruit, whatever the heck they are, of the world. I mean, think about it. A potato can be made into fries, hash browns, baked potato. You can add sour cream. You can do all these things with a potato, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. But what are you gonna do with celery? Radishes. Like, other vegetables need to step up their game and be more like potatoes. We got vodka. We got, just because you add the word but Wrestle doesn't make it like WrestleMania. Now you can have an A+ card, but still the booking tonight felt like a B level PLE. Yeah, that pretty much sums up everything I just said. Kid Wilkes says LA Knight did nothing for the Usos and Brawns. Yeah, like for real. Asuka was nowhere in the women's world title match. I like that it was a real, like, solid just those two, but it could have used something with Asuka, you know, maybe. And then I feel like something was missing from this event. Yeah, it does feel like something was missing. We got Cody Sucks Eggs from Mark with a Mouth. Cody Sucks Eggs happened with Kevin Owens, where Kevin had a 20 count before the ref got in the ring. Happened again tonight. Drew got cheated. And then Eric Shook says Drew should have won. Yeah. I mean, the concept is that he was protected. He was protected because he had a visual win. And now they can have another match. So, not my favorite booking decision, because it happens over and over and over again with Drew, that he gets screwed by the referee or something. But, you know, it would have been okay if the rest of the PLE had performed better, or maybe if that match had been before AJ and they had let AJ, Punk, Seth, and Becky be the main event, because that was definitely a more entertaining match. I need yogurt. Other than Paul Heyman's intro, about 90% of the card wasn't worth it. Uso and Bronson felt like a Monday Night Raw. And you know why I felt like a Monday Night Raw? Because literally for the fast, I think it was like, what did we say, August 4th? Like, literally, it's been a rotation of Braun, and Jimmy almost every week, with just switching out LA Knight for Jey Uso for boom, just switching it out. That's why I felt like a Monday Night Raw event. So reacts, Lesnar versus Cena being the weakest match on the card really speaks to how good this PLE was. So this person really liked it. I'm happy for you. I really am happy for you. I hope that, I hope you stopped watching this video when I told you to in the beginning, because I'm just like, I'm taking a dump on this PLE, and there were good matches. There were good matches on this PLE. I'm just so bitter. I recognize that I'm being bitter, and I'm being facetious because my guy didn't win. But my guy only had six appearances left. Let my guy win. P. Riddish is saying John Cena's fan reactions. Laughing face emoji. You must be loving this video, though. Ron Talks Tabletop. Number 1, congratulations, Stephanie Vakir. Great match and easily the best on the card. Agreed. Number 2, didn't mind Cena losing, but he was destroyed. Don't really like Cena, but that was bogus. I respect that. Hey, you don't like John Cena, but you respect what John Cena is and has been about to the wrestling business. So, yeah, I respect that. And then number 3, yet another hastily put together 7 out of 10 PLE just to try to counter program AEW. Not a single memorable match. I think their Stephanie Vakir match might be memorable for me, but like I get what you're saying, and yeah, just hastily throw together. Oh, AEW's doing something. Let's counter program, and it's like, but that's business. Like, if you're going to counter-program, then counter-program with, like, really good, solid storytelling. Powerhouse Doc says, where were all the surprises? I think the surprise was John Cena. They were going to squash him like they did in 2012 or 13 at SummerSlam. And Stephanie McMahon, well-deserving. I think that was the surprise, that she is getting inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Triple H just inducted her so he can have a video package of the Helmsley-McMahon era, so he can do a whole video package on that. Because there wasn't enough Hall of Fame videos for him last year. Donatello Leonardo says, it was an okay show with some good moments, but the excitement for what happened next just isn't there for me right now. It seems like the product is all about putting moments on a pedestal, even if that means microwaving builds and sacrificing continuity in storyline. Agreed? I mean, I feel you. I understand that perspective. Baron Cherry says, Stephanie's inductee is so Triple H can hog the spotlight more. That's hilarious that we thought the same way. And in the first 40 minutes, I saw Triple H 4 times, once being an in-ring promo. Snoop says, looks like we're going to get a rematch between Lesnar and Cena at Crown Jewel. Man, wouldn't it be even more unexpected if they just repeat this match and squash John Cena again? Oh, wow, cinema. All right, so those are your hot takes for Wrestlepalooza. Sorry that I was just such a negative Nancy today, but boy howdy, did that sour my weekend. But you know what? We'll get back on track. Join me tomorrow for Raw. Hopefully we get things back on track. Usually Triple H follows a stinker with something actually really good. So I'll see you tomorrow for Raw. Boys, girls, have yourselves a great day.